everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a clay lion. I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, so what I've done in this section is I have speeded it up so it doesn't take you quite so long to watch. So you get your main piece of clay, which is going to be the body, and you start to pull out the legs, just like I showed you in the elephant video, except for you're going to pull them out a little bit longer and just a little bit thinner. So you're using your hands and your fingers to manipulate the clay, and you just keep turning it around and using pressure and smoothing so that you create the shape that you want to create. It's quite useful to have a picture of a lion in front of you, or just look at this video to help you know what shape to do. When you are bending the legs, you need to do it gently and not too suddenly so that you don't weaken the clay, and just keep on smoothing it, turning it around, trying to make sure that you're getting the legs just about an even size. Sometimes you can put the lion down, sometimes it's easier to work with it when it's just lying down. Sometimes you might want to lift it in the air like I do. What you can also do is you can use clay tools to smooth out the clay or to cut little bits out, and I will be demonstrating that a little bit further on in the video. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I've just rolled out the head, and I just pulled out a little bit of clay there for the neck, and I'm just applying the round ball that I just rolled out, and I'm using my wooden clay tool to merge that head on really well. So you have to merge it on really firmly so that it's not going to fall off when it's dried. Okay, so just putting it down again, and I'm going to show you now how to add the mane. Okay, it's really easy and really basic at the beginning. So I'm just getting little bits of clay, I'm just flattening them in between my thumb and fingers, and then I'm just layering them around the head. So it's quite easy and quite basic. And then all I'm going to do when I've put all of those flat pieces of clay on is just merge them onto the head. And then after I've merged them onto the head, later on I'll show you how to put in the texture so that the mane looks a bit more like fur. Okay, just working a little bit on the face now. So I just flattened the face out a little bit and just merging the little bits of clay for the mane on a little bit more. Okay, in this section here I've actually gone off for a couple of hours to let my clay dry a bit. So it's harder now, it's not quite so soft, so I can use different tools with it. So the tool that I'm using now has got a serrated edge, and this is really good to help with shaping. Now, if you haven't got anything with a serrated edge, it doesn't matter, you can still just use a normal clay tool or a wooden stick. But also what's really good is for a serrated edge is an old hacksaw blade. So if you can get hold of an old one and then just snap it, or if you're quite young, get somebody else to snap it for you, that works just as well. So you just keep on scraping gently so that you're scraping out any bumps or any shapes that you don't think look quite right. So you're shaping your lion, and by looking at a picture of a lion or looking at this video, you can see the shape that you want your lion to be. With all the little bits of clay that you scrape off, you keep them all together, and sometimes you might need to add a little bit more clay on. I just decided I needed a bit more clay. under the underneath part of the lion then, on his chest. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm just showing you how to put the face in. So with a pencil and with a craft knife, you can put in the eyes and you can put in the nose and you can put in the mouth as well. So if you look carefully and put it on pause if you need to, you can see where I'm putting those marks with my different tools. Just using my finger just to smooth the face a little bit. So you just need to keep looking at the lion and just keep making decisions as to which bits you want to smooth. Right, in this section I actually left the lion overnight to dry out. So I didn't put it in plastic or cover it up or anything. So it's even harder now, and it's easier to scrape and to smooth because it's not so soft. So I'm scraping it with my wooden tool. Now what's going on now is I'm showing you how to put marks into the mane, and I'm using a craft knife and I'm putting lots of different lines. Obviously it's speeded up, I don't work that quickly. And also you can use a pencil so that you've got different sizes of line and texture going into the mane. I've just turned it around now, and so I'm doing the back as well, and using the craft knife, make sure that the lines go in the direction that I'm doing them in. Okay, so the last thing to do is adding the tail. So you take a piece of clay, you roll it into a long sausage shape and squeeze one end of it, so you're making the bit at the very hairy bit at the end. Then you merge it onto the back of the lion nice and strongly so it's not going to come off. And so this line is just about finished now, so I'm just going to pick it up in a second to show it to you. There you go, there's the finished lion.
Hi, I hope you enjoyed watching that video, and I hope you managed to make a really good lion. My next animal video is going to be an adorable pig. See you next time.